You ready? Let's do this. All right, let's go.
In 1997, my brother was driving us to Portland to see our mom for the first time in a few years. And my dad was a single parent raising us in Dufur and the Dow. My mom had been battling meth and heroin addiction, living on and off the streets of Portland. And my brother pulled up to this big, beautiful Victorian-style house with a huge wraparound porch. And my mom greeted us and walked us around to the front steps. But instead of walking up the steps, she dropped to all fours and she crawled underneath the porch. And then she invited us into her home. My brother and I crawled under the porch behind her, and while sitting on a sleeping bag, she showed us a box that she carried with her that was full of pictures of us and letters from us. That box showed her that even on her darkest days, that an ordinary life was within reach, and so she fought for it. And I stand before you today because of the Oregon educators who put an ordinary life within reach for me. Like Mr. Wagner at Dufur Elementary School, who watched as a 10-year-old girl was losing hope. So Mr. Wagner invited me to join his after-school chess club. By the end of 4th grade, I traveled from tiny little Dufur to Portland, and I won the Oregon State Chess Championship. My older brothers, who were usually picking on me, were hoisting my trophy over their heads and chanting, "My sister's the champion!" And I finally saw it. An ordinary life was within reach, and so I fought for it. Together, we share an understanding that fairness can't be taken for granted. Ordinary will not just happen, but that if progress is within reach, we can fight for it. And that's what brings me to the fight for Secretary of State. Because when every ballot is accurately counted, when every eligible voter can vote, when democracy works, progress is always within reach. My name is Shemia Fagan, and that's why I'm running for Secretary of State.